is LAQ Jones, aka Shawty Bay. I'm from Atlanta, originally born in LA. I grew up in the projects of Atlanta, Georgia. When I was a child, I went to Fowler Elementary. I grew up on Techwood Drive, right in the heart of the city. I watched a few of the biggest buildings in the city get built, and myself. And that's where I grew up with my grandmother, and went into the system, you know what I'm saying, bounced around, aged out the system at 18, went to Virginia, came back to Atlanta, couldn't take care of myself, went to San Antonio, ended up coming to Albuquerque, and I just found myself, you know, I found my way. I used to come out in the state fairs and sell oil. I love the people. I love the mountain. I love the people. And I just remember like coming out every year, like, damn, what it would be like to live out here in this small ass city, man. You know how I looked at it at first was like, I love the people, but be like to live in this small city. And when I just, you know, it didn't make sense at first, coming from a big city and then living in San Antonio as a buffer city. That was like spread out, but still small town kind of feeling. I mean, coming from where I'm from, you're gonna get into trouble because it's like either I was smart, you know what I'm saying? I was a nerd, you know what I'm saying? Like I was smart in class. I didn't know it wasn't cool to be smart. All I knew was I was smart, nigga. So you know what I'm saying? Like shit. But you can't be smart like that when I was coming up because you could get picked on, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't have no drip. I was really just like clueless on a lot of shit. And I was like, shit, I'm not gonna keep getting like bullied and shit. But I had to make a choice, you know what I'm saying? Like you can endure this shit, go to college early and like, just endure this shit, you know what I'm saying? But my ego, I wanted to be cool so bad, man. I started studying like, all the kids that try to pick on me, I just started studying like, what the fuck is making these motherfuckers cool? Like, I'm trying to be cool, I'm wanting to be cool, you know what I'm saying? So like, in doing so, I saw they were skipping school, I started skipping school. They were smoking weed, I wanted to smoke. It was just craziness. We grew up fast at a young age because we was in the street, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was skipping school, we was being in the street, stealing shit, and just like, wilding the fuck out, like just doing drugs, being places, like hanging out in people's apartments. Mom was gone all day, skipping school, shooting guns, dealing drugs, doing drugs, you know what I'm saying, kicking in people's houses, stealing cars. We was really like menacing the streets and shit. And it was crazy because we could do it in Atlanta, we can do it and being in the system. All they gonna do is take you, like, if you ain't really got caught doing the actual thing, they could just, you know, I'm running away, and they gonna take you back to the emergency shelter. That's how it was when I was coming up. They gonna take you back to the emergency shelter, and then you just run away again, like, it was too easy. I'm actually like a real cool, kind, and caring guy. I feel like I'm cool, you know, like I try to be a positive person. I'm a salesperson, so I try to be a good family man. I try to be a good artist, you know what I mean? Like a good singer, an innovator. Man, I've been in music for a minute, bro. Like, shout out to Hip Hop Today for my first magazine article. Louis Carpio. Into music all my life, you know what I'm saying? Singing Michael Jackson in the back seat of the car when I was 3, Man in the Mirror. I'm 37, I'm part of that era, you know what I'm saying? And to me, that's some of the best music to ever exist just because of when I was born. Oh man, you know what I'm saying, I gotta do a huge shout out to YSL, you know, Thugger really changed the scene for me. And coming from Atlanta, I'm from the same area they from. I used to live on Cleveland Avenue, you know what I'm saying, a boys home out there, you know what I'm saying, called ASK, Athlete Supporting Kids, when I was like 14. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, those years of your life that you feel like you could just fuck around and cheat the system and just try to have a good time, fuck it, because life is short. It is, but only because life is fast. And those years pass by fast. You need to be living your life like you expect to live to 80, because you damn sure you might live to 80. I don't give a fuck what all these news people telling you. Like, you gotta be able to take care of yourself. Mentally, living on your own. It took me years to figure these things out. I thought I was ready because, you know, I could work a job or I could make some money. I ended up selling dope when I was 19. I didn't have to do that. I was living in the projects. I didn't have to do that. I could have been in the system. I'm telling the people in that system right now, just endure those years and be the best person you can be. Fuck the circumstances that you was born into. You can't. That's the cards you was dealt, and that's just made for a greater story. That's a testimony to something greater and something beautiful in the world. Don't make that be like, just because you was born into negativity, that's you. They don't have to define who you are. You can really just take your circumstances and make the best of them. It's a lot of resources that's out there for people that's in the system. And it really is people, you should find people that support you in real life, because a lot of those people, though they don't know somebody that will really relate with them or keep it real with them. And a lot of those folks think, like, a lot of us thought that the people that was over us, the adults that was watching us, was just getting a check. So fuck them. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna listen to you. Only a couple of them could get through that. So all I'm gonna say is, like, this your life you have to build for when you 25, 30, your children. You can have a regular life. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can have a regular life, bro. Just make the most of your time, man. I just dropped the song September 26th, 2022 on SoundCloud. Bruh, it blew my mind, bro. Over 1 million streams on SoundCloud right now. It's wild because I have so many plans behind this. Black Magic. my mother, she liked a lot of my music that's out or things I showed her. I used to just get excited, send her the song as soon as I left the studio and shit. And but she had her favorites. And this song was real close to my heart because I wanted her to hear it. And she was like, I sang it to her. Before she died, I was like, Mama, it's the song Black Magic, and I was singing it to her and shit. And she was like, boy, I need to hear it, man. And she was like dying, you know what I'm saying? My mom was dying, she had congestive heart failure. She was like, I need to hear it, you know what I'm saying? On beat, I need to just, you know what I'm saying, play it out, probably like it. And you know what I'm saying? She never heard the song, you know? She never heard it. So for it to be successful, it means a lot to me, and just it's bittersweet. It's a lot of youth. It's a lot of youth right now that have a lot of ambition and have a lot of heart and a lot of talent. And I would tell them to just consistently hone in on their craft and you know what I'm saying, don't be a hater in life, you know what I'm saying? Somebody great said when you're not great, you turn into a hater. And I felt that because I remember listening to that line, Cardi said this shit and I'm like, that's real. How the fuck you got time to hate on somebody else if you busy being great? And I'm not saying it's hate in the city, I'm just saying it's better if everybody come together and put y'all talents together in the city. Our talents in the city. I'm willing to work with a lot of the artists out here that want to fuck with me, just tap in with me. Marketing is everything. You need to have a good marketing team. You need to have a good marketing team, period. Get your numbers, leverage your numbers. Perception is reality. Credibility is everything. And keep marketing, have merch. A lot of people think they be so geeked off hearing the song, then they geeked off the cover art. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? They geeked off these little steps. That's great that you're taking these steps. Go further, get geeked off the merch. Get geeked off of booking shows. Get geeked off of making your phone calls to these clubs and getting your name plugged. Get geeked off calling DJs. Get geeked off of your marketing because you can take one song and blow up. You don't have the marketing budget to be like, I'm gonna just drop song after song after song after song, bro. People gonna get tired of hearing your attempt at trying to blow up. You can market it. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that have the budget to drop like that. That shit take budget. You gotta pay for a video. You gotta pay for a master. You gotta pay for a mix. You gotta pay for studio time. You gotta pay for getting your merch. Invest into one or two really good songs that you can pair together and push the shit out of them niggas. And then take your money and reinvest, you know what I'm saying? That. There's checks out there, Spotify paying, SoundCloud, Pro Unlimited paying, you know what I'm saying? It just take a little bit of time, stop re-recording a bunch of songs that nobody gonna hear, on God. That's, you know what I'm saying? It's people in my life that I really fuck with, you know what I'm saying? First of all, shout out to my man, Johnny. In the back right here on the couch, you dig what I'm saying? We just recorded a banger, and it's somebody close to me in my circle I fuck with, talk to them every day on FaceTime, tap in with them. I'm getting money with him, and shout outs to him. The mother of my child, Tara, you know what I mean? Because that's my woman, that's my heart. Shout out to my daughter, you know what I'm saying? Because my family is everything, and that's really who I do it for. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother Marvin Nathan, you know what I'm saying? Marvin Nathan. Shout out to K9, my sister Kiki, Worldwide Ace, you know what I'm saying? Shoe Shine Boys, LA, the whole team, the whole squad, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting money with them. Shout out to East Coast MGK, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man out there, holding down Dion, that's my boy. Arrow, shout outs to Arrow, we need to tap in because Arrow's recorded Black Magic. I fuck with you, you know, shout out to Duke City Heat, holding down for the culture. Sonny, you a beast, you know what I'm saying? Dave, you a beast, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all, man. Music is the breath of the universe. Music is the thing that holds everything together in our expression of experiencing everything. When you hear a song and someone else knows lyrics or they feel the vibe in y'all, when you look over and see your homie nodding his head a certain way to the beat and y'all doing the same thing, and that thing right there that music is making y'all do, it almost control us. It's the experience, right? We are experiencing and breathing it. The music is the air, it's the life. Try holding your breath and see how long it is before you need another breath. Try listening, try not hearing music. Shout out to Weezy because we know he an alien and you know what I'm saying, he the GOAT. So of course, the thing is this, it's communication. It's you know, the art of saying something that can't be said. You know what I mean? You've heard artists moan a certain way. You didn't know how to express that feeling, but when they did it, you be like, I felt that shit. When you say this part right here, it's like, I felt that shit. You memorize the lyric. It's crazy. Sometimes I sit around people and I'm like, I don't be tapping into other artists like that and shit, but I know people that be knowing people's lyrics, word for word, song after song. I think music is everything, you know. Animals make music. The birds make music in the morning when they chirp and shit. This ain't no fairy tale shit. Like, I'm from Georgia. We have trees. Anybody who pays attention to birds will tell you they do sing in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Shit, boy, I seen your ass around, like, working. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember I feel like the first time I seen a Toolit sticker was the whole Snapchat emblem. It was a sticker in my homie's store, Marvin Nathan. He had a store, Vivid Threads in the mall, a couple years ago, 2019. I was like, what? This dude got some good marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is Toolit with what the fuck this, like, I ain't even seen nobody do that shit. I was like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That was like, and I just thought about that, boom. And then shit, we linked up. Like, it made sense because I was making music. You know what I'm saying? I feel like really you a young god. You know what I'm saying? Like, it made sense to tap in with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody have pros and cons and nobody perfect. We all a work in progress. I fuck with you enough to the point where like, I worked with you before, I will work with you again. You do what I'm saying? Like, you shot 2 of my videos, Pick Up and Darlene. Hey, I had a good time with this Mr. Jones, LAQ Jones, AKA Shawty Bay. I'm high as hell, I'm hungry than a motherfucker got. And you got me in this motherfucker. You know I'm long-winded talking about a damn outro. You know I'm long-winded. Listen, babe, you know what I'm saying? This is an epic night, you know what I'm saying? I love you if you're watching this. Like, oh shit, hold on, I'm saying Free Smoke Gang, it's Free Smoke Gang. Look. I created that when I was going to go like cover a lot of cannabis events. We just went recreational this year at 420. You dig what I'm saying? So it was dope. And that's how I came up with Free Smoke, because I would cover all these events and I would be smoking for free. I'd be so lit. All the events, Free Smoke Gang, and it just kind of developed into a thing. And I started saying that shit in my sleep. I was saying it so much that I stopped saying it. But it's crazy because I did that shit so hard for such a short period of time. It left an impact. People be like, Free Smoke, when they see me. It's like wild as fuck. So it's like, I can't stop. So, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all. If you know me, you know what's good. Shout it, babe. Free Smoke Gang.